Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Twin Flame Union, 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. Welcome to Twin Flame Union, the 7 keys to a healthy twin flame journey. I'm doing a mini series on the 7 keys so that you can become aware of the work that we do as twin flames. Today is key number 2. The second key, the key to receiving. Believe it or not, this is one of the most difficult keys for twin flames to master. It's difficult to think this way because receiving seems to be something very natural because we do receive every single day. Just think of the in-breath. We inhale and exhale so many times a day. I forgot the figure. But we are always receiving. However, when we think about receiving mindfully, that's where the spiritually awakened tends to have a lot of blocks. Now, the key to receiving corresponds to the second chakra, the sacral chakra, and I'm gonna put the link to my video on twin flames and the sacral chakra right here, so you can check it out after this video. But the key to receiving is one of the most crucial aspects to healing on your twin flame journey. As I mentioned, most spiritually awakened people have a difficult time receiving. It is easier for those who are spiritually awakened to give and to give and to keep on giving rather than being open, willing, able, and receptive to receiving. And so this becomes very, very problematic because twin flames and the spiritually awakened find themselves in codependent relationships. They find themselves people-pleasing, and they find themselves poor with a lack of abundance. Many spiritually awakened people think like, oh, I manifest all day long. And that really has more to do with the third chakra, which we will discuss in the next video. But the key to manifestation is receiving. You can manifest all day long and try your manifestation techniques. You can do your affirmations, visualizations, your affirmations on creating abundance through lists. And if you are not open to receiving, there's a blockage there. The universe might be sending you something and something very beautiful and abundant, but if there is a blockage on the way in to receiving that abundance, then you're not receiving it. And then you're feeling poor, you're feeling in lack. And so healing the aspect of receiving is so incredibly important to the balance. Now, the gift of receiving is yin energy. When we speak of the dynamic of yin and yang energy. So the key to receiving is yin in nature. In other words, it is passive and open. And when we are passive in our way of receiving to openness, we can receive all that is good. Now, sometimes twin flames and spiritual souls have a difficulty in receiving good things, but they tend to receive a lot of not so good things, including not good energy. And this comes in the way of believing that you are not good enough. Your belief system, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve to be abundant. And that is where your block lies. When we get to our twin flame journey and the part of the twin flame journey when it has to do with this key to receiving, the other side of the key to receiving is the key of giving. And as I mentioned, most spiritually awakened people don't have too much trouble with giving. And in fact, sometimes they go overboard in giving advice, giving too much, giving to depletion. And the need to learn to receive is equally as important and equally as challenging. So if you are a divine feminine twin flame, for example, your job is likely to be, I'm not saying this is 100%, but it's likely to be to learn this key to receiving and to slow down the flip side of that, which is the key to giving. And that doesn't mean that you become selfish. It doesn't mean that you stop giving. It means that you are tipping the scales the other way slightly so that you can learn your spiritual lesson. Because between you and your divine masculine twin flame, there is often a huge imbalance. And the more you keep this huge imbalance where you are giving, your motion is this way toward your divine masculine, and you're not in receptive mode, receiving mode, where your DM can then give as well, you're not allowing the growth to happen through the healthy balance. The longer you wait to reestablish that balance through the law of receiving, the longer it will take to have that balance be reestablished between you and your divine masculine twin flame. So it really is not only in your best interest to master this skill, but it is also in the best interest of the twin flame union cycle for you to master this skill, especially if you are the one that has difficulty in receiving all that is good and all that you deserve, and in knowing that you deserve goodness. Because you might be, as I mentioned before, you might be manifesting actively, doing your meditation, visualizations, affirmations, but there is something inside of you that is creating resistance in the way of receiving. So for example, there's this job that you really want, and you've wanted this particular job for a really long time, and you see the opportunity for that job opens up, and you're really excited about it. And you apply for the job, maybe get an interview, but in the interim, you're doing all of this manifestation work. But if something inside of you is saying, you know what, I'm not good enough for that job, I'm not qualified enough for that job, they're probably going to give that job to someone else rather than me, then the universe might be wanting to give you that job because you've been waiting and it's the right fit for you. But if you don't believe it's the right fit for you and you're not open to receiving it, it's likely that you won't receive it, even if it's offered to you. You might have doubts, you might have second thoughts, you might not ask for the salary that you really want because you don't really feel on the inside that you're worthy to receive it. So your job is to work through the blocks of your deservingness to receive love, affection, abundance, money, whatever it happens to be, to receive in your life. It could be that you just don't feel you're worthy of receiving good relationships. Perhaps you've had your share of very negative experiences in relationships, notably romantic relationships like myself, and you just don't calculate in your head that you have the right to have a good, healthy romantic relationship. And so perhaps a romantic partner, maybe your twin flame, maybe a soulmate, wants to come in to offer you a healthy and good romantic relationship, but you don't see it because you don't feel like you can receive it. Here are some practices that you can do in a very tiny way, in a very small way, to begin to master the key to receiving by just bringing awareness to it. So if somebody gives you a compliment and that makes you feel uncomfortable, learn to receive it completely. So if you have the knee-jerk reaction to refute the compliment or make a joke about the compliment at your expense, what I would like you to try next time is to stop in your tracks, stop yourself in your tracks, and fully receive. And we receive with open hands, open heart, open palms, open arms. Fully receive that compliment and say thank you. If somebody wants to pay for something, for example, and you're at a restaurant with some friends and somebody offers to pay for you, your knee-jerk reaction might be, oh, that's not fair. I want to do my share. I want to pay my part. Stop yourself in your tracks and say thank you to the person who was willing to pay for your meal. And just be open and genuine in your willingness to receive that generosity from someone. It takes practice to be able to receive adequately and to change your belief system around the key to receiving. And if you would like to do more work on this, do check out my book, Twin Flame Union, The 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey. I also have 2 Twin Flame Divine Feminine boot camps on this topic, doing the work for the Twin Flame journey. You can check out those links below. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other Twin Flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy one of my 10 published books. You can join a bootcamp meditation course or our group coaching. The links are all below, and I will see you in the next video.